Hey YouTube, it's Hannah Loba. If you want more MotoAmerica content, check out the new and vastly improved MotoAmerica Live Plus app. It's the only place you can catch all the race action in one place all season long. Click the link in the description below.
Let's take a look at how they have lined up. Our pole sitter, Michaela Moore. We know Lauren Prince is not going to be able to start this race. They will have another opportunity tomorrow. And Camille Conrad is on the front row.
Yeah, and Camille had some issues yesterday. Great to see her end up in the front row. Aubrey Crederoli there on the second row. Chiara there fifth, and Emma Betters sixth.
Let's take a look at row number 3. We have Shay McGregor, Holly Bray, and Miranda Kane.
Cassie Creer, Kate West, and Protri Soon there 12th.
Revs are up, lights are out, and it's time to go racing. Royal Enfield Build Train race number 1 here at the Ridge. It looked like a clean start for everyone.
Yeah, and this is really tight through here, really slow. All these ladies are going to funnel down into this really fast chicane. Looks like they're all going to get through there clean. Michaela Moore, great start from pole position there. I tell you who did get a great start was Camille Conrad. Kind of wheelied a little bit off the line, and she's lost a few spots.
Lauren Prince was supposed to start in second, so Michaela Moore, she had a little bit of a pad there from that pole position, and that was one of the things that she said, Roger, is that this year one of her goals as the reigning defending champion is she wants to work on her start. She wants to take this platform and be able to apply this new set of skills that she has to something else, and that has to be a better start at the race.
And getting a better start, and then also a better first lap. You know, she's going to try to progress. She's already did a Twins Cup race, and as you get up, that first lap is so important, so she's working on getting that good start and getting fast right away early on in these races. And the only way to do that is try to do those in the races, and you can see right now she's already starting to pull out a little bit of a gap early on.
It's a beautiful day we have here at the Ridge. It was a great morning. The sun was out, 72 degrees, very low humidity. The wind isn't blowing like we had yesterday, so it's just been a really, really great day to get things started here. We have a third member of our broadcast team. He's been with us all weekend long so far. I'm going to send it down to pit lane and Michael Hill.
Yeah, thanks, Jamie. And it's great. You're absolutely right. It's been a great weekend so far, and obviously racing now is underway. It's been a typical lightning start, hasn't it, for Michaela Moore? She's already 2 seconds clear at the front of the field. Look at the gap that she has over Kira Nabel and Audrey Crederoli. The big impression for me, though, is what can Camille Conrad do, Jamie? She went down yesterday. She's recovered. She went a lot quicker in qualifying, and she's already up into 4th position. So let's keep our eyes on the 88. But for me, it's going to take some stopping Michaela Moore. She really is in a league of her own.
Yes, but some of these competitors, they've been so honest with the fact that, you know, Michaela getting to come back, this is a 2-year program. She took full advantage of everything she learned that first year, went undefeated through all of the races and on the way to getting that #1 plate. But they all know that she is just in another league. And so you think about the progression of herself as a rider from a standing start, being within 6/10 of her best qualifying lap last year. That's so impressive that she's just been able to continue to develop.
And she's going to get better at it as she works at it and gets more confidence. You see Aubrey Crederoli there. Camille Conrad's now got herself into that 3rd spot. So she was fast yesterday, and we knew she going to take advantage of that front row start. Didn't get a great one, but now she's starting to recover a couple spots.
And that's one of the reasons that she was looking forward to coming back this season. You know, your first year, this is only her 2nd year of road racing, period. Not just here in Royal Enfield Build Train race, but she wanted to continue to develop her skill set so that she can find that consistency. All of these competitors understand that that was the huge advantage that Michaela Moore had last year, was that she was just able to repeat each and every lap. As we now look a little bit further back, you've got Miranda Kane and Emma Betters.
Yeah, and it's great to see Emma out there. We've seen the crash she had in that first qualifier yesterday afternoon. That was a really fast crash, and those take time to learn to bounce back from. You know, having those big crashes and able to come back out and put those behind you and get back going racing. A little bit further back, she loses some, it seems like, in that 3rd sector, and struggling a little bit there with the shift. She missed the shift coming out of that chicane.
And Kira Kniebel is right there, hoping to put her name into contention for a spot on the podium. Camille Conrad, though, that gap the lap prior was 6/10. It's grown to almost a second right now. It was another 2:03 lap for Michaela Moore as she continues to improve each and every time by a 2:03.422 now for Michaela Moore as you watch this battle that is really heated up between Kira Kniebel and Camille Conrad. Not leaving each other a lot of room.
Not at all. That was a great battle through that chicane, and these three both did their personal best laps this last lap as well.
So she knows what it is to finish inside of that top three, but Kira Kniebel on the number 25 right behind her, she's still looking for her first podium, and she is fighting hard for this one with 3 laps remaining in this race.
3 laps, and you can see Camille there. She's closed it right down. You know, it was 1.2 seconds across the stripe, and now she's right there. So she made up a lot of time through that first sector, almost a full second.
The battle for second is certainly not over either, as Camille Conrad gets closer and closer each time by. Aubrey Crederoli, though, that was a great start for her to be able to put herself up into second right there on lap 1, and instead of having to chase, she's had to defend.
And we talk about here how important the starts are, and she's able to get a really good start. And you know, we've seen the previous laps where she's really good through this sector, and Camille loses a lot of time. So it's going to be interesting to see. Aubrey's a little wide there that lap. You can tell she can hear the bike behind her. She knows that somebody's breathing down her neck. And this lap here, Camille definitely stayed a little bit closer through the whole lap.
As they come across the stripe, that gap is now closed to less than half a second, but you can see it there on the screen just how close they actually are. And Camille's ready to pounce at any moment. 2 laps remaining in this 8-lap race. Her last lap by was a 2:03.2. We'll see if she found some improvement here. I think she is. She went personal best in sectors 1 and 2. She's going to get the white flag now, a 2:02.8. The white flag has been shown for Michaela Moore. We're being told that bike down was the number 37 of Camille Conrad. We couldn't see it, but Camille Conrad it was Audrey Crederoli on the number 37. She was right up there in second.
We talked about applying that pressure, and you know, it's really hard, and Camille able now to be in second, and also Kiara that first podium. She's in that spot, but that's just so disappointing for Aubrey Crederoli. She was riding so well. You can see the disappointment. Looked like a big crash as well.
It's great to see her up and the bike being picked up as well. You can see it. You called it the disappointment that she is feeling at the moment, but up front it was all about Michaela Moore, as she has now found Cassie Creer on the tail end of this final lap for Michaela Moore. She's a 35-second lead. On the left-hand side of your screen, you can see the replay of what happened.
Yeah, just on the exit of turn 8, just got a little bit wide and ran out of track. She's going to have to lay it down before she gets into that tire wall. You know, and that's the only thing you can do. You're coming up on that tire wall, and you don't want to hit it head on, and just use a little bit more, too much track, pushing hard. And like you said, she could hear the bike behind her and trying to hold that spot. Just unfortunately made a mistake.
That was the pressure that you were referring to. That just a little bit too much of it for today, but thankfully she did get up and was able to walk away, but still carrying that disappointment with her, as she knew that she was in contention for a podium, and she had held off Camille Conrad the entire race. So she's going to have a lot to think about tonight and some work to do on that motorcycle, as Michaela Moore now with her head down comes across to take the checkered flag of race number 1 here at the Ridge. Michaela Moore, our race winner for race number 1. Take a look at second place. This is Camille Conrad aboard that number 88 bike. She started third, didn't have the best of starts, fell back just a little bit, and had to fight throughout this 8-lap race to be able to stay in contention. And now as she comes around this last turn,
Fight back from adversity too, crashing that first lap of qualifying yesterday afternoon, and able to come here today and end up second.
She takes the checkered flag right behind her. You can see that fist pump for Kira Kniebel getting her first podium finish. Take a look at the full results here. Michaela Moore, 34.5 seconds over Camille Conrad in second, and then Kira Kniebel getting her first podium finish as well.